go.
A lot of bumping going on.
I think it's going to be Zach Bell with the hole shot in his first pro race. Who has won a moto at this track every year we've raced here. He is in 19th place.
Animal at times. It seems like he. Big mistake there by Muscan. I don't know how we give it out here. It would be a nice gesture, but I'm not sure that.
No, again, Marcia has won a moto every year he has raced here. Also won his first ever national at this track. Back race. You got to beat Zach Bell today to keep that alive. And this is going to be the real test for Bell here, Jeff.
Typically, riders that come out of the amateur ranks are good for about that, and then they get past that, and plus the speed.
Well, the difference, by the way, when Tomac won his first race, he started
this year. They definitely have their engine packages dialed in and performing at that peak level. Amateur racing, the races are so quick. Being a good starter is really important, and so you combined all that. And knocking on the door for a moto win.
Well, it doesn't get much better if you're Geico Honda. Big changes here at Southwick live coverage. We have a new leader and a new second place man as well. First, we're going to take you through how Eli.
18-minute mark here, and Tomac gets to the inside of Bell. Bell knows he's there, chooses to go.
He's racing for a championship. He didn't want to hold him up. But then, unfortunately, it all went down for him.
Yeah, it goes by with a commanding lead, 10 seconds over Muscan.
Yeah, Tomac really second moto with this lead he has.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to help him big time. Eli Tomac takes the win with a big margin at Southwick. Bunch of hole shots last weekend, and he's got another one.
And Dakotas is second.
And Tomac, they were 1 and 2. Oh, 30-38. Osborne makes a mistake. He was running third. Happy with this.
Look at this section here. That's where Stewart went down to the 450 moto. They've taken the bulldozers out and smoothed out that
second with Will Hahn right in front of him. And you can hear the fans here in New England are pumped for the local product on the 613.
Oh, and Tomac, final Geico Honda rider, Justin Bogle, just behind Roxon.
And somewhere Tomac slipped into the lead past his teammate, and the Ripa.
We're going to put the whole shot engine in.
Okay.
It's only going to last 10 minutes.
But it's got some horsepower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomac lost a lot of time. He turned to 208, or that was 2 laps ago. Now he goes back down to a 159.
Moto 2, so now that he's cruising out in the lead with about an 8-second gap ahead of Blake Baggett, you've got to wonder.
Live on Fuel TV, Eli Tomac on the Geico Honda is rolling right now. He went to war with this sand track.
Fastest lap has gone to Tomac, Baggett, Roxon at one point, but
cut that lead basically in half. We gained 5. Be down 4 heading into the second moto. So there's even the potential that Tomac could leave today carrying second moto last week at Budds Creek, and he's going to win the first moto here at Southwick. Eli Tomac here at Southwick, and we're back.
Up in the background. We'll have to find out who went down, but what a start. And look at Muscan.
Yeah, coming right. Oh, nice move to get around. I think that's Nicoletti there for Roxon. Yeah, Nicoletti on the 34. Now Roxon going after Weston Pike.
There's a reason why he's trying to get through. He wants some. He doesn't want to be eating roost this whole moto. He's got the pace, got some motos. It helps, trust me, it all helps.
Yeah, Tomac here on the outside trying to hack here inside the top 5. Oh, Tomac cuts straight across to make the move up high.
Roxon just absolutely dissects the field in the first 2 to 3 laps.
Radar at the moment, so tough break for Marcia.
Yeah, definitely not how you want to start your day at the Wick. And look at that. Seal the deal. He's in the third. So this is going to be interesting. See, Roxon takes a little look over, constantly on the power. So you see him roll that, basically take out the free play. I don't even know what you call it.
Roxon now starting to find some new lines. Try to attack Bogle with.
Oh, look at Tomac up the inside. Feet
Right
up the
there.
pegs. Look at that corner speed. Tomac is on rails right now.
By the way, I just want to say, best moto finish of the year for him is a 6. This is outstanding.
Oh, he takes the line away from Roxon. Southwick National, look at this. Tomac just charges up the inside.
Woo!
That was a power. Wow.
That was incredible.
impressive.
Oh, but then a mistake. I don't know if he missed a gear or something coming out of the corner, lost his drive.
For these guys, it's pretty much about supremacy right now. Who is the man? It's been Roxon to go, and now he's going the long way around. So he's going to go wherever Bogle doesn't.
You can maybe in the line he wants, but it's the line he has to use. Oh, he's going to try and Bogle again with the block.
Will not follow, but the lines blend together in that corner. That corner almost creates 2 lines back into 1.
One-handed through that section, got some head shake and is still going for it.
Oh,
down to the inside.
Coming to this next corner. What's going to happen? Roczen squares it up. He's got it. Roczen makes it happen. They almost touched there. Now he's on the outside. Bogle riding a little bit protective, but Tomac carries a ton of speed around. Really on rails at the moment. Gets around. That's exactly what he needed. And now he's trying that. So now right on him. This is what we've wanted to see. Tomac now putting the pressure on Roczen. 1 and 2.
But just like at Muddy Creek, every time Tomac comes close, oh no. Had to wipe the...
So I'm curious if he's out of tear-off, because Jason, like I said before, out of every corner right there, boom. Roczen does the same thing. Roczen probably trying to figure out what these guys are doing because he hears everyone come up the left side. Now they cross lines. Roczen goes to the inside. Tomac cannot follow because...
Yeah, he's got to just pick his spot. Can't just put the pressure on the guy.
Yeah, so... Oh,
he's got it.
That,
unbelievable, he made it happen. % or more on your insurance. Now, is Eli Tomac about to build an insurance gap over Ken Roczen? 3 months, wasn't able to ride that much because it hurt. Finally now getting his strength back as we starting to heat up this second half stretch run. This is an amazing ride.
He's been heating up for a little while. I think he can run the pace. But today, he looks like he's on rails. But I can't believe how he's dropped Roczen.
Unbelievable, yeah. Well, no problem with the bikes right now because he's been able to coast around these final couple of laps and save a little something. Eli Tomac, moto win of the day. For Bogle, but here comes Christophe Pourcel. The Frenchman on the 377 wants to take it away.
Make it happen there, but he still goes for it.
Oh, and he rams Bogle's front wheel, and Bogle goes down.
A long way around on a smooth line. He's got it. Has he? Yes, he seals the deal. So Roczen, once again, wasting no time and going to be on the outside. Is he going to square it up? He's going for it, and he's got a power slide going. Side by side once again. Good deal by the end of the straightaway. Yep, stays low there, gets a power to the ground, gets that done.
To build the Red Bull Southwick National Lucas Oil Pro Motocross, the rough sand track at Southwick. Fans start to come to life. They got air horns. They got chainsaws without chains on them, so they can...
anyone's friend in motocross because they don't have windshield wipers, so you can't clear it. So you have to use tear-offs. It's the problem with sand, even off your own front tire. And you hear the crowd just getting pumped up again. There's Oscar Wiedemann, Ken Roczen's mechanic.
Bigger factor here in the deep sand than it is on some of the other tracks.
Well, they're lucky it's not 100 degrees like it often is up here. Actually, Roczen knows he's there. He can hear him.
I don't know if there's room for Tomac to make it happen here, but he's certainly putting the heat on.
Very smart riding from Ken Roczen on the 94. Tomac goes to the inside. The crowd on their feet going crazy. They want the...
5th, Nicoletti 6th.
Watch this.
Oh, big run around the outside. Long way around for Tomac. He's got the drive, and he's going to be on the inside of the next corner. Inside all the way around. I thought, like you did, that Roczen might try to square him up. Instead, Roczen has to try to figure out a different strategy. But I advise you to keep your eyes on the TV screen because this battle is great. Tomac now just trying to open it up. It goes to all these races. This is a unique part of Southwick. We actually have a... Whoa, Tomac has gone down just like that. And Ken Roczen...
Lapper's in the way, and once again, Tomac to the inside, takes the lead.
Roczen squares it up. Roczen's going to try to beat him
to the inside, and... Oh, just tucks the front end. See how shiny it is.
Again, Roczen is not letting him get away.
I still can't believe Tomac picked up the bike, wiped his hand, and then literally grabbed a handful of throttle.
Tuned motocross bikes you'll find anywhere, but there's not a solution late in the game at Southwick.
Pushing, but Tomac just maybe with a few bike length lead, so he doesn't have to protect the inside. See right there, come down this. At least for Tomac right now, he's got a slight gap. White flag is out. Feel the lead is coming because of the crowd and the noise and everything. Listen to the crowd. Woo! Not even letting up the throttle. Roczen is as close as he's been pretty much in the last few laps.
He'll be back. In fact, the track closed completely. Didn't even hold local races any longer. It's been revived. Some veteran, and that's what you need on a track like this. Now Tomac's got a few more lap riders to get through. He does it. Eli Tomac wins 2016. Second half of this championship is just starting. So that's big if you're Eli. Just down here in Southwick. Baggett shooting out of the middle of the number 4. Oh, Baggett with their motorsport.com hole shot.
Whoa, a lot of carnage at turn 1. It looks like all over the place. I'm wondering if this track's maybe gotten a little harder or if maybe tire selection affects Blake Baggett. Injured thumb or not, we don't know the extent of the damage. But it doesn't matter. It's a matter of can he...
Has his hands full trying to find running room and get around Teasdale for a third. Can he squeeze the monster Cowie by him? He does.
Yeah, good move. Might go to the outside. He goes to the inside. Go where they don't go. And we talked before the gate dropped. Vision.
3 of the last 4 motos this year Got a 14th in the moto last week, but that was due to a first turn crash. So Pike is
right now. If you've got an injured thumb, there's a good chance it's going to get sore and weak. And look at this, Tomac, typical Tomac style.
Pike was in it.
Yeah, Tomac loves these outside lines, and he has to do it. And look at that. We have not seen it. Tomac has got him in his radar.
Oh, and Tomac strafing across the sand there. Only 4 minutes in, so plenty of time for Tomac to try to make this work, especially considering we don't know where Baggett is physically with that thumb injury. The factory Honda. Oh, Tomac has caught Baggett. We have a battle on for the lead. And 1-1 last year, and he cuts right to the inside. Let's see if Baggett's going to try to fight him for it.
That was a statement.
Look at Baggett. Look at Baggett trying to come back.
This is the ego corner.
Now, we were talking in our practice show on NBC Sports Gold. The inside, obviously, it's the shorter way around, but Eli Tomac, well, the only thing that could stop him today is some sort of bad luck like that. It didn't happen here at Southwick. That was a no-doubter.
Finish line.
Dominating. 30-second car to fly, racing it sideways. The game drops. We're underway at Southwick. And another good start for Baggett on the side-by-side. And the motorsport.com whole shot goes to Muscan. He was down early in our first race. And have to run the gauntlet here, starting in 10th. While two of the fastest contenders, yeah, there he is on that green number 3 down in Florida. So he's got sand experience.
And then how about this? You got the Rockstar Husqvarna riders of Martin Douglas.
And they're basically the width of 2 bikes because they're side-by-side. So there's no place for Tomac to pass.
Yeah, probably thinking, man, I'm not used to being behind these guys that long. Can he get it down here? Martin Douglas didn't take the line up here. Yeah, he makes it try and work there, but seems like when they exit the corner, when you switch on.
Hasn't raced at this track since 2011. It's missed so much time with injuries through the years. He's trying to get his racing legs back under him. And he's also trying to of Lucas Oil for a motocross. Eli Tomac has made the move now on Blake Baggett for second. So there's your lead 3 at this Red Bull Southwick.
Leaves the door open, and, well, Tomac does what he normally does, go where the guy in front doesn't can. So, pivotal point because Muscan needs every point he can get. This is a 6-point swing.
This battle, it is down to these two, and you can hear the fans of Southwick are loving it. First, they responded to the huge jump that Tomac's going to air it out again.
Most guys want to roll off and scrub the jump. Tomac figures he'll just find a new landing spot. And once again, he goes, you can hear the
race right now. We're going to race for 30 minutes and 2 laps, and you can watch the countdown clock at the top of the screen to when that.
It's not like it's the last lap. I've got a little bit of time. Let me not rush this route. But for Muscan, he was down. He had to come from way back in the back. He used every ounce of energy.
Motocross so demanding at this sand track, maybe the most demanding of all. Tomac still using the outsides. There's that big jump the crowd likes.
Muscan is pushing it. For him, he's very cool, calm, and collected. But Tomac just looks like a rubber band that just wants to, get shot in.
And he's got the inside. He throws it sideways on the jump. No, he lands too rough. Digs into the soil. Muscan still got the inside. Tomac just greased the outside of that corner to
cheering. Let's be honest, probably more cheering for Tomac, the American, over Muscan. But we said, like you said, the Tomac, but right when that happened, Muscan got a little squirrely coming out of there. If he had a perfect drive.
Hits down here. Muscan is right there, and the crowd is pumped on it.
They are fired up. And these guys.
Side now.
Well, now he's got clear track. He can run the lines that he wants to run. He's choosing some outside and some. It's like he was riding on the edge. Maybe he's just not comfortable with that pace and figured, hey, I'll just back it down a little bit so far.
For the second year in a row, Eli Tomac owns Southwick, Massachusetts. From Southwick. Bad jump for Barsha. He gets pinched off. Blake Baggett battling it out. Roxon somehow snuck through and got by both Baggett and Bogle to take the lead.
Side there, Justin Barsha. Good move there, not following. So a lot of our top riders up front, and I did see Tomac. Look, I mean, this is opening lap. What is he? He's probably close to 10 seconds behind. And it could be worse on the opening lap, as we could see. It was chaotic. He probably was like, hey, man, I'm just happy to be here.
Going to social media to talk about it. Here he is dancing down to the inside and a quick move on Bogle, and I think you're right, Grant.
In the moto, the heat's starting to pick up. This is awesome. Look at that. There comes Tomac. We're about to have a 4-way battle for the lead.
He's slowed up on the entrance to the corner.
How about Tomac? He really just made the pass on Roxon. He wasted no time.
Roxon trying to come back.
Guys are just seem to be elevating every time. Barsha very comfortable here. Marvin, a lot of experience. That's not a good line from Barsha. We saw Marvin. You're not going to like what you see. Look at this.
Oh, Tomac, there just wasn't any running room in that corner. He entered wide.
She becomes the fastest line as the day goes on. Barsha was trying to make a run for it. Muscan said not so quick.
Letting Muscan get a wheel on it. And Tomac is right there. Muscan had to get back to the inside to block him.
Doesn't matter right now. These guys are flying. Wow.
Muscan, that's the same area we went flying off the track last year with a huge crash.
Now, Tomac, he's going to want to do the same thing. Get around Barsha quick. He's got the inside. I don't think Barsha in this condition. Not saying that Barsha doesn't, but Barsha rides with a very aggressive technique. And sometimes
he did it, and he got there. But getting around Marvin has been tough. This is about as close as they have been in the last 3 laps. So it didn't help Eli, but then the next didn't help Marvin, so it's even up. And right back where it was, which is Tomac, right behind Muscan for him, because he's dealing with Eli. Eli's going to make a big push around the outside. There's the mechanic, Brian Kranz, cheering his man on. Oh, Marvin.
As he normally does. He's strong under braking into these turns. His patience is now done.
His battle here at the Wick. Big outside line push for Tomac. Switches back to the inside and the exit of the corner. Marvin's going to have to go outside to block it, and he does.
He can, but Marvin always just able to close the door so far. This is when the intensity picks up. You don't wait for your favorite spot. They just got the 2-lap card. Less than 2 laps to go.
Oh, the crowd is going crazy here. This is what they wanted to see. Tomac the wide line into this pit. They're going to jump back into it again. There, you can almost hear them echoing through the valley. Outside line for Tomac. Big charge. Muscan's able to beat him to the spot. It's incredible how much roost Tomac has taken on throughout this race.
Oh, yeah, you can tell.
Tomac.
He's trying everything. Marvin keeps closing the door.
Oh, who's going to get the exit of the corner? Finally, Tomac is able to execute. Flag out, as you mentioned, trying to get Tomac back. You might as well let it all hang out now.
You got to. You've given it everything you've got. This is a difference. It's a 6-point swing. But
Marvin! Marvin is down. He hits the back of that jump. Muscan, by the way, is okay. He's still 14 seconds ahead of Barsha, so he's still solid in second.
Marvin went down, but he's got this.
He does. Eli Tomac, a spectacular first moto win. Do it again. Let's go racing. Right next to him, and Roczen able to take the lead away. So motorsport.com whole shot to win, but Roczen your early leader. This is where he does his work. The early laps, he is a sprinter, and he is already pulled away.
Yeah, he is checked out.
And there is Dylan Fernandez, and right behind Fernandez, you got Eli Tomac, and Tomac's down to the inside of the number 3.
Very last second, he's going to run that outside.
Eli is all over this racetrack trying to get around Fernandez. Will he cross him up?
It almost looked like he stalled the bike as well. Just the bike just came to a standstill in the middle of the turn.
Muscan. So Fernandez has passed both Muscan and Craig. Tomac now has 2 riders to get around if he wants to keep pace with the series leader.
He's going to have a good sweeping line in this turn.
And Tomac right around Muscan as well. Mark has clawed his way back to Fernandez, so they made moves on a couple of riders, Craig and Muscan.
A heartbreaking moment for Aaron Plessinger after all of those podium finishes. Can you give us an idea of what you felt out there on the track that made you pull in?
Stop seeing that steam.
Oh! Fernandez almost down. And Tomac, who's been putting serious pressure on him, goes by.
Coolant, and that's when the engine's going to start melting.
Yeah, and we saw our first look at the steam coming out. Fernandez is in 4th, Sean Cirillo 3rd. Tomac has gotten around his teammate up to 2nd. But guess what? I was about to say, Eli Tomac has put in a huge charge. I didn't expect him to get there that quickly. And just like that, Tomac's in the lead. Now, a lap ago, Tomac ran an unbelievable 2:16, about 4 seconds faster than Roczen or anyone else. And just like that, what was a 7-second lead for Roczen is gone.
Yeah, it's long gone. And so is Tomac.
Wow, checkered flag about to come out. Eli Tomac looking at the moto victory. It would be 3 in a row in the second. Gates down. And he knifed through. That's one of the Honda riders. Is it Ken Roczen off to the early lead? Right, and there is Chase Sexton, your series leader, up to 4th, challenging Dungey for 3rd. Right, when that happens, look at this battle. We're trying to find Eli Tomac. I believe that's him in the red gear.
In these races, the guys up front, Jason, they have a clear track, so they're able to put in fast laps and build a huge...
Firing into this pit and back out. No, wait, Tomac out of nowhere makes the move on Plessinger, and now he's got Canning under his sights for Tomac.
Man, that straightaway is so rough right there, and that is full commitment by Eli Tomac.
To make those passes, like you said, and we reflect back on qualifying earlier, he was the fastest qualifier in the first session and ended up going back to where they were bike-wise in the first. So the comfort should be in that place that he was in.
235-pound motorcycle up and get back going. Your heart rate gets elevated, very hard to get that heart rate down.
And Tomac leaping.
Bike out. Boom, he goes down.
Wow, and that really is the specialty of Dungey. You hardly ever see the unforced error. So now he has some ground to make up.
Heart rate goes, and not holding your breath, finding your breathing rhythms as well.
Tomac has caught Chase Sexton.
As the front runners for the championship, they're pretty much 25 points ahead of the rest of the guys who are already halfway through this.
Tomac closing rapidly from fourth, but they still have to deal with Roxon and Craig. So, as we expected, Vachi Barsha and the local Canning rounds out the top 10, and the fans coming to life here.
Want you guys to watch Eli Tomac.
Inside, very, very rough through here. Can he handle that rough terrain and make the pass? I believe he has. Can Sexton respond?
Sexton has been briefed. He knows how well Eli rides the track. If he can do the best he can to follow Eli, see what lines Eli and most of the riders, and that just shows you how comfortable he is. Eli Tomac is in that Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing.
He's on the inside. This different line might work to his advantage. Here it is. He'll overjump this, get the power to the ground, and Tomac's up to second. Very well so far.
Man, look at the gap that they're opening up. Christian Craig has opened up a gap. They close any hope of catching at least Eli Tomac.
Tomac stalking Craig, sets himself up. He's going to have the inside at the end of the straightaway. He doesn't even need to get there.
So now Christian Craig.
And this is part of the legend of Eli Tomac. The fans call it beast mode by having a reputation for throwing it away.
Nope, he's right there. Not too far away.
But lead here in Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. 8th to 1st. Eli Tomac crosses the Lucas Oil finish line and wins. Revs are up. Gates down in Moto 2. Roxon has 2 motosport.com whole shots today. And Plessinger third. That's about the best start we've seen from
Dungey. Yeah, but great, to your point, great to see Plessinger up there. I want to see what he can do with the good start. He's had speed. Trying to get... Oh, he's trying. There he goes.
He got it. So that'll move Tomac into the number 4 position.
Track absolutely brutal. Like,
oh! They almost came together. Than I thought. Craig just moved over, and you saw Tomac shake his head.
Yeah,
maybe Craig was taken by surprise.
I think he was taken by surprise, Jason, to his teammate, or anyone for that matter. The risk is just too high.
And Tomac this time able to take the measure of Craig. Just
you imagine, that'd be incredible.
Yeah, to go from 9-8 last weekend. He started the year at Monster Energy Supercross with a runner-up ride. He did in Moto 1, took a few laps to get going, but boy, is he ever going now. And points are valuable for both of these riders. Anderson would not like to consider himself eliminated from title contention. He does not want it. But Tomac is not blown by these two the way he was doing it in Moto 1.
Well, and then I go back to, you know...
3-rider duel for the lead at Southwick. Big, long straightaway here. Tomac going to try to carry a ton of speed.
It's like waiting for the other shoe to drop up here.
And what direction will it go? Will be Plessinger. Final 15 minutes of this one. Tomac pressing Plessinger. Tomac's trying to set himself up on the inside here. Here's the big leap. They're side by side. It is.
Oh, he got him. Is he going to have a clear track? He does.
He's right there. 14 minutes and 2 laps, and now Tomac's in position to go for the lead. Classic.
That is a tough spot that Ken Roxon is in right now. It's like a lone man on an island. He could doing the same thing against Ken Roxon. See right there, he goes a little more inside. Like I said, it's less.
Oh, he's going to send it around the outside here. Long way around. Puts you on the inside. What a move by Tomac to grab the lead. Plessinger trying to respond. He's all over Roxon now. He wants second here as well. Did well as a rider in this national. He's part of the crew. We go back to Eli Tomac.
At Mount Morris.
Really? Yeah.
All last weekend, Redbud, now this weekend. And he's passing everybody.
And he's embraced by the fans as Eli Tomac goes 1-1 at Southwick.
You know, this is a gnarly points race. Obviously, neither of us has really made a mistake yet or blinked, and we're both pushing each other. AP was riding awesome. So was Kenny. I had to work really hard to get to the front of that one. this place is a lot of fun, but at the same time, it brings a lot of pain. I mean, the end of that moto, your legs are done. So thank you to all the fans. Thank you, Monster Energy, Star Racing, Yamaha, Alpine Star, Oakley, Bell Helmets, PPG, and another great weekend for us.
Thanks so much, Eli. Congratulations. You are now only 1 point off the points lead.